Bingo. Rocking and rolling. Get my friends in here. There we go. Bingo. Fantastic. Good afternoon, everybody. Dante here. Glad to be with you for another beautiful day in OFA. We just got off a fantastic session with Trey, and I am just fired up. So I'm excited to talk with you about your business, about your customers, about your offers, about your marketing. Doug had the first hand up, followed by John. But Anastasia and Robert, if you guys have any questions come up along the way, you can raise your hand, you can unmute. This is a really small session today, so I'm excited to be able to have a lot of fun with it. Let's get right into it. Doug, you're up first, sir.
Hey, thanks. Let's get the share working here.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. You got me? You got
Gotcha.
me? Okay, we talked about where we left off with my launching my giveaway funnel and struggling with the email sequence, not having it set up. So I'm trying to develop those 5, 6, 7 emails, whatever. And my new campaign, so to speak, just started as a refresher, just started like 24 hours will be here in about an hour or so. So you said I was able to possibly, I'm in my workspace here to start constructing these follow-up emails and start tricking
Yes.
them, and I can do it maybe retroactively to everybody in the list,
Yes.
or what,
We
how is this?
absolutely can. Go to the top.
1 second here. Let me
Yep.
go ahead and grab this here. Okay.
Okay, first, go to the top of your workflow. I believe it's going to be in the to the right of your status is going to be like some filters. It looks, I think it should be that button.
Let me see if I can decrease this window. It seems to always be in the way. Okay, let's start over again. Filters. Oh,
Well, it's really settings, top right.
oh yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Nice. Okay, there it is. So this is called back populate. And basically, you can add people to this workflow and then back populate them to run the people that have not gone through the workflow to run them back through. So I know earlier your really big question was like, am I going to have to go through and add these people one by one? No, you don't have to do that. It's built into the workflows. Once we build it, it's going to be really easy to get those people to go back through. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Um, so whatever I do here when I back populate, it will send this email follow-up sequence to all those people. And if I have some overlap from the other ones I sent previously, then that's kind of the way it's going to be.
No, you could rerun it and that would send out to everybody. But when you back populate, it's actually only going to send to the people who have not received the email. So any people that did receive this email, they're not going to get a double up. It'll be exactly as you see it in your mind.
So just to clarify, Dante, so are you saying then that if I do the back populate, then it will not be sent to anybody who has received a broadcast from me yet? Because I
No,
sent 3.
these specific emails in this specific sequence.
This specific sequence. Okay.
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
Nice. So yeah, now we just build out our sequence, our step-by-step back-end process. Did you have questions about that?
Yeah, I guess so. I've never done it. So do I hit back populate here then, or what happens?
Oh, you don't do this now, Doug. Excuse me. You don't want to do this until you have the entire sequence ready. You want, so when people go through, they all go through absolutely perfectly. Right. So yeah. Right. So you have okay, I'm seeing a bunch in here.
Yeah, I think I added a bunch of well I think I added a couple send emails and then add the tag. Um then there was this pause here. I'm not sure what's going on there. And then I guess I can get rid of this pause after I add it, but this is delayed for 1
Well,
day.
no. Actually, I'm going to advise you differently here, Doug. I think we should just take a little bit of time and think about the entirety of this sequence and how you want to take people through it. Because right now you have 115 people paused on your pause step. That means 115 people are sitting right here. When you release them, they're going to go through the rest of the workflow as you've built it out. And if we go from pause, that means you would release them from pause. They would
Yep.
then wait a day. Scroll me down, please.
Okay.
And then you would have one email to send them. And this email, I can see the name is day 0. Thank you, email. If I had to take a guess, I would say that email is probably given to you. So, like, day 0 is typically the first email that goes out. We could also call that our fulfillment email. So they would get that once they opted in. What you really should do here, Doug, to do it the perfect way, is you should just take some time and build out this workflow, build out this email sequence to exactly what you want it to be. Then, once you have that, then you can remove your pause step, let those people that are at pause, let them go through the workflow. Then you can back populate and then send anybody else who hasn't gone through, then you can send them through. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, I think so. So,
Cool.
I called this day 0, which is really the one email. I think that's how it's referred to. The term's not right because when they opt in, they get an email.
Yeah.
That's actually the thank you email. When they opt in, so I think they get that one email.
Well,
And
that's
then
this one. Yeah.
what's that?
That's your
Yeah,
top
yeah.
email, and they're going to get that perfect.
That's that one, and that's not this. I think that's this one here. Workflow
Well,
trigger.
they have two different subjects. I can see the subject right there. Each one is different, which is
Yeah.
why I'm questioning it. So, but you should, so my whole thing here too, you should know these emails, Doug. You should know exactly what is in each email and the purpose of
Yes.
the email. Like this sequence just should be finished is all that I'm really saying.
Okay.
Like we should
Right.
go through, we should look at each email, we should test, we should make sure that we're saying the right things and the timing that we want to say and build out our entire sequence. Then we can start doing all the other actions. But if you were to back populate now, you would only be creating
Right.
headaches for yourself. Yeah, if you were to release them from the pause step right now, you'd only be creating headaches. We want the workflow done, then we can do all the back end.
Okay, so then, excuse me. So then, in summary, then when I build up the sequence, continue adding to the bottom of this as we go down,
Yep.
whatever that looks like, and then before I get ready to back populate, then do I take the pause off? Do I release it somewhere here?
Yes, settings.
Okay,
And then there's a release button. Do not click
okay,
that right now, but that's how you
okay,
release them. It removes the pause step. So anybody that goes through in the future never hits
yep.
pause. It removes pause and releases them to go through the sequence.
And then as soon as I do that, I go in and back populate. That's the flow.
Well, I don't care about the order. You can back populate
Yeah.
and then kill the pause, or kill the pause and back populate.
Oh,
I could care less about that order. I just want the workflow done before we do any of those actions.
yeah. I just didn't know if there was yeah, it doesn't matter to me which way I do. I just want to know if there was a, protocol or anything like that.
No, there's not for this one.
Okay. And then with the 115 are here,
Mm.
um, how did 115 get there when I have, let's say, 175 opt-ins? Why is there not 175 people there waiting to be released?
That could be a plethora of different things. It could be that we attached our workflow to the funnel after it was launched and live. It could be we
Okay.
changed. There's a bunch of
Yeah.
reasons I could start rattling off, but
Yeah.
this won't happen next time. This is why. So
Yep.
thanks for this, Doug. This is why I push you so hard. Launch, go live,
Yep.
launch, go live, do the thing. The first one is always the messiest every single time. The next one, you don't have any of this happen. The next one, you have done the thing. You actually possess the knowledge now. You'll be checking workflows. You'll be checking steps. You'll be checking all
Right,
this on
right,
the front end.
right, right,
But if
right.
I
Okay,
had to
that
take a
makes
guess
sense.
here, Doug, it looks to me like we probably just attached the workflow after the funnel was live collecting leads.
Yeah, that could be. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast, so that that could be true. And then I think my other question here is, now I was having difficulty on the reply to email, reply to sender. I had all of like no replies, no replies, no replies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then the only thing that I was able to find one email address that was for my brick and mortar that I set up with the ClickFunnels account.
Mm-hmm.
But I did go in last night and figure out how to add an email address so they could
Nice.
and then to reply to the right email address,
Yep.
when they get an email or whatever I'm trying to figure out with that. But now I can't remember where the reply to is that I set up where I choose. Is it an email? Is it in workspace settings? Just to double check
So
that
what are you
email.
looking for? Are you looking to see like what reply to that you attach to your email, the workflow, or are you trying to just look at the email that you set up itself?
I don't think I'm trying to look at the email I set up myself. Just like in general, because when I send out, I think when I send, maybe it's when I send out the broadcast and then people want to reply to.
Okay, that'll
Um,
be an email. If it's a broadcast, it's an email app. If it's anything else, it'll be a workflow, an email sequence. So just go to your email app really quick. I'll show you.
yeah, because like the responses I got that I said that people, replied to my message on questions. What do you think about the funnel? Whatever, they came into the brick and
You didn't
mortar.
say funnel, did you, Doug?
What's that?
You didn't tell them what do you think about the funnel, did you?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
No, well, I asked him. Yeah, I mean, I asked him about that. What do you think? Is the page clear?
Oh, gonna
Is
use
it
you as a learning opportunity for everybody here. Gang, your customers don't know what funnels are. Your customer barely knows what a website is. They don't know funnels. They don't know landing page. And next time, gang, we always want to keep that terminology, that
Yeah,
verbiage out of our mouths because it by us
okay,
saying that will be introducing to their mind, oh, is this a business? And we don't want that. We're
yeah,
just doing giveaways, right? We're just a cool guy that likes to do
no,
cool giveaways.
okay. Let me clarify. I didn't say anything about the funnel. My questions were basically, how did you see the ad? Were you
Nice.
signing up for yourself or hoping to win for someone else because
Nice.
it got shown to men instead of just women? Did you feel the ad was legit and trustworthy? Got response. Do you have any suggestions for improving how we present or explain things going forward? Those are my
Great.
questions.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Perfect.
Okay, so that's what I sent out, and I got those responses back in my email, but that's what I'm trying to figure out,
So
how to
let's go to
change
your
that.
email
Yeah,
app then.
right.
Yep. Okay, click any email.
Okay, let's do this. Oh, I know. It's gonna
Oh,
be in
these
here
are
now. Okay.
complete. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to change settings here. Scroll me down, please, and back up top and go to view details. Beautiful. Scroll me down. Uh-huh. Okay, there. So this is
Great.
a this email has already been sent, so we cannot
Right.
change the settings. But anytime you go to make a broadcast, I think it's 3 options down. It's right up top. It's like one of the first things you do in your broadcast. You
Right.
choose the from and the reply to. You have full capabilities to choose these. So next time you make a broadcast, just hit that reply to and make sure to choose the right one. In this instance, you chose that as your reply to email. So they would have replied to that inbox.
Exactly. Okay, because that's the only one that I had in the drop down menu before I added it the new one under, I believe. I think this is coming clear. I added under email settings, I believe, was where I was able to
Correct.
in the workspace where I was able
Correct.
to
Yep.
do that. Does that make sense?
You're absolutely right there, Doug.
Okay. All right.
Do
So if
you
I want to
own
be
do you own a professional domain of your business?
good question. Something I've been meaning to do. I do instead of using the Gmail. I have a ton of stuff parked with GoDaddy. They're with GoDaddy, and I think I get a free. I just haven't gotten into it. I do believe I get a free email address with that.
If not, Namecheap is who I typically use for emails. I think you can get one inbox for like $8 a year or something like that.
Okay, I think
Namecheap
you said
has
that
the
name.
cheapest one, and you can buy a
Yeah.
domain in GoDaddy and an email in Namecheap, or a domain in Google and an email in Namecheap. That's perfectly fine.
Okay, I'll use Namecheap as a backup. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else here. So that takes care of that. Now the question on upselling, I'm just trying to get the email sequence done, so I don't think there's an opportunity for me here at this point to, you know, uh, I'm just not that prepared to do any upsells on this. And
Hmm.
then I realized that when this guy responded back, he has a community with pickleball, and he does an open net for his community. So he's a really good contact, and so he's hoping to win the gear for the players in his community. But when I asked him any suggestions for improving how we present or explain things, um, basically what he said is. Um, I saw that the logo was designed for women, PB chicks, but I did not necessarily get the feeling that men were excluded from the community. If the target is only majority women, my only suggestion would be to make it blatantly obvious in the mission statement, but I don't think this is the case. And what he said about the community, which kind of set me back on, did you feel it was legit and trustworthy? I felt it was legit, but very obvious it was an individual page and not a corporation basically ad. And then I'm like, oh, is that good? But that's what makes the sport great. It's driven by people and passion for all sports and all levels. I personally enjoy all the content, but personal pages tend to be a lot more beneficial with tips, giveaways, and stories. So this guy here who responded to me just kind of maybe it's an aha moment. So he's involved in the community and he likes the private community for tips, giveaways, and stories. Keep it anti-corporate. So then I started thinking, well, maybe if that's the case and people are coming in, I shouldn't be trying to sell them something right away. Like, oh, here's this guy, here's a free giveaway. And then here's, just for going forward for me or myself, anybody else, you're doing a giveaway. And then, before they leave, before or after the thank you page, wherever it comes, they're trying to sell me something. It kind of seems like oh, just another guy who's trying to, push products on us right away out of the gate. Does that insight make any sense?
Yeah. Right. Yes, it absolutely does. And we split. I mean, Doug, we just split test all of it. Like, at the end of the day, you're a business and you're going to make profit. And this is only one person's. This is only one
Opinion.
person's responses. So I wouldn't be too worried about it right now. It's great to have. It's definitely great to put it in the bank, but I would stick on the exact track that you're on. That guy didn't have any bad words to say. Um,
No.
so I would. What you've done is you validated your ad. Doug, you have an ad that you can run month after month after month after month. It's plug and play. It's always going to work. That's gold. That's everything. How many people spend years trying to make that ad, right? So you
Sure.
have an ad that will work. You have a funnel that converts. Like you have I would just stick right on track, Doug. I would launch
All
the
right.
next one. I would have affiliate offers on the back end. I would promote my own products, or I would try and turn them into cash right away on the front end because you're a business. So I would
Right.
I would
Right.
run that personally.
All right. Sounds good. Hey, thanks for your time.
Awesome. You got it, Doug. Great questions. All right. Let's bingo. Oh, nice. John is next. Let's hop over. Hey, John.
How are you, Dante? How you doing?
I'm awesome. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I have a really quick question here. Let me share
Sure.
something. It's about payments,
Yes.
AI. So what happened is I didn't know, but I don't need payment AI, and I find out the other day that give me 1 second, please. I found out the other day that if I run everything through Stripe right here, they just pay me right away. But if I run it by AI, I have $47 over here that they've been holding it for a month. And they only pay with a minimal amount of $100. I don't need AI. Can I remove AI and just leave Stripe so everything goes directly to my account?
Uh, no. Uh, okay. No, not right.
Let me explain you so you can clarify to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did a testing the other day. I test, and they keep the $49 as a refund, as a $50. And then somebody came aboard, and they no, It's the other way around. I did a testing.
Okay.
And the $49 that I test, I got paid.
Yep.
And then somebody came aboard and they paid $49 and they holding their money. So the first one went through directly to me.
Mhm.
And then the second one, actually the customer that they pay, they holding the money. So why one went through a Stripe and the other one from AI? Are they two different things? Can I use one? What's the story here?
Okay. Great questions, John. I am not sure why your test would have gone right to you, but the other payment got held up because they were both two live payments. I'm not quite sure about that. Here's
Let me tell you something else. I got paid. I get paid all the time in many funnels because I have a Stripe.
Yep.
Okay, and then I did this funnel a couple of months ago or last month, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm missing this payments AI. I don't have payments AI in the other funnels." So I said, "Oh my God, I'm missing payments AI. Let me put the payment." So I put payment AI in this funnel, and they hold. You know, I think you can do a Stripe. If you have a Stripe, you don't need you know, this is only for people that they don't have any of these, I think. But
Not quite. Payments AI is a payment orchestrator. And that means that just like an orchestrator orchestrates the band, he doesn't play an instrument. He keeps all the people in time and in tempo. That's what Payments AI is. It is your payment orchestrator where it's going to keep Stripe, PayPal, NMI, Klarna, all these things in order, doing the right things at the right timing. For instance, let's say this is something we see all the time. Let's say somebody comes in to buy your product, but maybe they have a bank outside of the US or on the other side of the country, right? For whatever reason, they go to purchase on your funnel, but their purchase is denied based on their location. Well, with Payments AI, we have something called payment dunning. So now Payments AI will rerun that purchase in different locations, and it'll then find the location they're actually able to purchase in, and it'll save the sale. Where most people, the sale just gets rejected, you get the sale. So we have a whole case study, but 30% of customers using Payments AI typically see around a 30% increase in profits and revenues generated just because of saving sales. So I say all that to say, Payments AI is really just a payment orchestrator. And to be quite honest with you, John, I am not an expert on Payments AI. I have done the least amount possible with it, just enough so that I can make money and know that it works fine. I think what I would like to do is get you with our Payments AI team. I already just let them know that you're going to be coming. We have some really cool changes coming up to Payments AI and kind of how we do payments. And I would like to get you with the Payments AI team so that they can fix this right now. But I think we're also going to put you on a special list of people that can use some different things because it's going to give you everything you're looking. I hear exactly what you're saying. It's not live right now, but it is going to be a thing. So does all that make sense?
Yeah, it's funny because you see over here, I have two transactions.
Yep.
Which is $49 a piece. So one transaction was actually myself. Remember that I did it myself, that you told me, do $1 in incognito. I forgot to put incognito and I put the $49.
Yep.
Oh, they charged me $49 in my credit card.
Yep.
Well, it went through it, you know, they give me back the money. Stripe pay me back, 48 that, I lost $1 or something.
Yep.
But then 2 days later, somebody came in and they purchased. And they purchased, and it's here. They've been holding it since, they keep it as a refunds reserve, and they're only gonna pay, they want to keep a minimal amount of $100. So I don't understand why they keeping money, and I'm researching this because I don't really understand why did I get paid on my own thing, and then somebody else came and they're holding the money. So, and it looks like they're gonna have a minimal amount of $100 here.
Yes.
So next payment is tomorrow, the 9th, which I'm not gonna pay anything because pending balance 0,
Right.
even though I have $47. I'm
Right.
trying to find out this. I'm not moving the funnel, but based on this, now I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I guess I'm gonna have to email.
No, I hear you loud and clear, John. I hear exactly what you're saying here. Like I was saying, I'm just not enough of a payments AI expert. Like I can break it down for you that basically they want you to keep a refund reserve, meaning that you have reserves in your account. So if you need to make refunds, then they have that in there. And that's why your refund reserve is showing 50 and your account balance is showing 47.28. You've not yet made the $50 that we would actually have to be in the refund reserve. And that's why your pending balance shows 0. Any dollars over the $50 would then show up here in your pending as monies you could cash out. But you're right, then we also do have the minimal payout amount, which would be that $100 threshold. And then every payout that you have above $100, every time a payout period comes, you do get that paid out. So, but honestly, John, aside from that, I just am not a payments AI expert. We do have a whole team of people, though, that are, and I want you to have all the information that you need to make the right decisions you need to make.
Right.
So I'd like to get you with that team. And also, I did let them know that you're going to be coming. So if everything works out, they're probably going to invite you to a beta program that not many people are in.
Okay, so to clarify this, it is even though I have a Stripe and PayPal connected, I still need payments AI, right?
Well, see, and I'm not even sure about that, John. And that's why I want to get you at the Payments AI team, because there might be a way. I think there is a way for us to kind of just bypass Payments AI.
I had different funnels for the last 2 years, and I get paid at 50, 100, 1,000, boom, goes into my account in 24 hours, 48 hours.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna get with customer service because I may be able to bypass payments AI, because there's another thing. I'm paying a percentage of the processing fee here, and then I'm paying a percentage of the process. I'm paying double. I'm paying these people here, and I'm paying these people here. You know what I mean?
Yes, I 100% do. And that is not the case.
Yes.
As we have intended it. So don't just get with the support team. I just put a link in the chat for you. It's docs.paymentsai/support. That goes directly to the Payments AI team. You can just skip some steps. Go right to them with that question, and you're 100% right on those other funnels that you just get paid out and it just goes to your account. That's how it should be, and we can get this funnel set up that way as well.
Okay, all right, Dante, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna get back to payment AI customer service. I'm sure they're gonna fix it up for me. I appreciate your help over here.
Awesome. Always a pleasure, John.
I'm sorry I'm always coming out with crazy stuff, but it is what it is, man.
It is what it is. And John, if that's your crazy, you are my kind of people. That was the calmest, nicest crazy I've ever heard in my life, man.
Okay, man. Thank you very much.
Awesome. You got it, John. Okay. Next up is Anastasia. How can I help today?
Hi, Dante again. I just wanted the second question with Trey wasn't answered. I just didn't want to hold him up because he mentioned that, he has to leave, and I was really happy that he at least answered the one. It was very nice of him. So when we went through the training that Trey gave us, there was a moment when he and the other guy taught us how to do Facebook ads. And I did it before, I didn't think, it was not a problem or anything. But there is people who got paid to do Facebook ads and Google ads.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just wondering, if you pay someone to do Facebook ads, are they going to do much better job, or it's just, waste of money?
Great question. As a company gets more successful, they always end up hiring this out. Even if they have like an internal ads guy, they're still going to hire ad agencies. But that's a big company that is pumping out ads, and that's a CEO that now has to run a big company, and that's why they go to to make simple what I'm truly saying here. Nobody really goes to ad agencies to make more money. They go to ad agencies to remove work, to remove stress. Simple answer is no. Absolutely not. You are not going to, probably not going to, and definitely are not guaranteed better results by paying somebody to do it for you, especially when it comes to ads. So Trey gave some great examples to, it was Tom, some great examples to Tom of some amazing e-com ads he could have made to sell the bag. Fill it with peanut butter, throw it to a bear. He also had some really great ideas about boxing and unboxing. Oh, you might not have been there for those. Were you at the beginning of the session?
No, oh, you mean today?
Yes.
Yes, I missed first 10 or 15 minutes. I couldn't log in.
I streamed it into your community, in your private VIP community, under the topic live coaching call replays. You will have that recording. It's already in there. He had great examples, and you can do this today. Don't you have a physical brick and mortar store?
Yes, but it's only open November and December.
Yeah, sure. But like, it's a place, it's a set, it's a scene. It is a store full of Christmas ornaments. Yes?
Yes.
You don't need an ad agency. You just need an iPhone. Do you have an iPhone or something with a really good camera?
Yes, I do have a phone.
We got what we need. We have ChatGPT. We have a store full of Christmas ornaments. So for Trey's examples earlier for Tom, Trey was like, yeah, so Tom was selling a backpack, and he was selling, it's a backpack for preppers so that when the world goes down in flames, they're prepared to last another 15 days out in the wild. So he sells this bag, and Trey was like, well, why don't we just make some, he was using AI ads, and it was okay, but it could have been just so much better. And Trey was trying to show him how easy it is to make these ads. He was like, well, I want to make a dramatic demonstration. If you guys want to see dramatic demonstrations, let's just watch this really quick together. This will not take long at all, but check out, let me share that sound. Share. Of course. And share. Knows that right now. That was wow. And now my thing is bugged. Oh, I have to do this. Okay, cool. Can you see that now? Amazing.
Yes.
Let's watch.
Make a YouTube hit. Hello, my name is Claes Nilsson, President of Volvo Trucks. I've learned that when you want to make a YouTube hit, you need a hook at the beginning of the film. And here it is. This is a hook from the new Volvo FMX. Made of cast iron, and it holds up to 32 tons. That's far more than this, so you don't need to worry. In fact, you don't need to worry about anything. The new Volvo FMX is the most robust truck we've ever made.
Okay, sorry, I must have a ton of different YouTubes going on. But that is a great demonstration of a dramatic demonstration. It's a hook, right? These are all the things you need, and you don't need to hang a truck from a crane. You have your shop. So like, are your maybe are your ornaments really strong?
They're made out of resin, so no, they're breakable.
Okay, cool. They're breakable. Do you make your own ornaments?
No.
Okay, cool. So there's a ton of different ads that we can make, Anastasia, but it all comes down to having a good dramatic demonstration that hooks people's attention. So for Tom. He sells survival backpacks. Trey was like, great. So this is the strongest backpack I can get, right? And Tom was like, yeah, it's super strong. Trey says, great. We need to make an ad showing how it's super strong. So fill the backpack up with peanut butter, take it to a zoo, throw it in a cage to the bears, and turn to the camera and say, this bag is so strong, not even the bears are going to be able to take it down. And then watch the bears eat the bag. It'll be a lot of fun. Another one is an unboxing. This will work amazing for you. An unboxing ad where the ad starts and Tom is pulling all these items out of a bag and showing how big the bag is and how many items I can fit in there. He's just pulling out, pulling out, pulling out, pulling out. I'm prepared for Armageddon. Now it zooms out to a table full of products. And then he says, watch me pack it all back up. And then he takes those products and he puts all of them back in the bag. So you can see then transformation, one bag, all these products inside to fill up a whole table. And then they all disappear and go right back in the bag. So like I could see that for you all day, every day. An unboxing where you're going to just be simply unboxing the ornament that you're going to be selling to people online. You take it, it comes in a box, you open it up, you open the box, you show the beautiful packaging, you show the beautiful ornament, you give it a twist and a twirl around so they can see everything. If it's engraved or if it's customizable, you'd have some really cool customizations on the ornament. You probably have a fake tree in there to show off all the ornaments. The scene would probably end with you going up to a well-lit tree in a dark lit room, adding the ornaments to a beautiful tree and walking back. That's it. Like that's ads. Anastasia, pair that with ChatGPT to write any copy you might need to write. You're golden. Nobody needs ad agencies. We just need to learn here. So now that we know that, we can really get to what we actually need. And that is to learn how to make Facebook and Google ads. Do you know how to do that yet?
Well, in training, it was step by step what you should click or unclick and all that stuff. So I actually thought that the people who do Facebook ads, they don't do those videos. I thought they do like searching words or something like that, so you can get more traffic. So
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
yes. So I thought that the people who do Facebook ads, they mostly concentrate on maybe on search words, like search engine words, so you can get more traffic.
Yes, that's the Google methodology, 100%.
So it's
Facebook
about-
doesn't really run on keyword terms like that and search terms like that. Facebook is more so about targeting, because how it works, Facebook has people's contact profiles. When you make a Facebook profile, they have you. So when you fill out your interests, your likes, your hobbies, as you're posting things, they all tie that to your profile. So they can get really specific in targeting.
Right.
Google does not have profiles on people. When you go to Google and you type in a Google search, yes, they've done a great job with it. You can make Google profiles, but that's not how Google runs ads to its own customers like that. Google, you can have PPC, you can have keyword searches, SEO searches on Google. So those are two completely different beasts. Start with Facebook. Facebook is the easiest to get started with. It's the easiest to learn. And because of the targeting and the pixel, it's really easy. And especially you, location-based, it's really easy to get your ads in front of the right people. Find some successful ads that are working. Then you can take those to Google. That's typically what most people do.
You know, I didn't have that case, but after Trey was telling about return policy, you know, how you say make a case out of somebody who decided to use it on you. I thought, oh, it could have been a really cool ad, actually.
Yes. Yes.
I was gonna use it, you know, like even we didn't have that case. But like I said, you know, we went through the training. Everything seemed to be nice and clear to me, and I did it last year. But then, you know, when people coming up with all the offers, you go, oh, maybe I don't know how to do it right. Maybe I'm not good, you know, doing a good job. But like listening, I understand Facebook, you know, it's nothing I have to pay for. I got it all from training. So all I have to do is just do the right video. That's all.
And yes, Anastasia, you're absolutely right. Perfect mindset on that. So I was just hanging out with a buddy of mine. He's a really successful funnel hacker. He has a couple $1 million businesses. And in one of them, he found a new framework. He found something that's working really well where he's able to book calls for $47, where everybody else is paying Facebook $200 to $300 for every booked call. So he found a great process, and now he wants to sell that process to all the other coaches and creators out there like him. He started with 15 different ads, 15 different hooks, 15 different ads just to sell the thing. Of those 15 ads, he had 2 that kind of worked. And at the end of that, he came and he said, yeah, so I only launched out with 15 ads, and we had 2 that were kind of working. They were okay. So now it's really time to play. Now I'm taking these back and I'm going to go create 30 different variations, and I'm going to try a bunch of different stuff. That's how many ads he's run as a $1 million business owner already. That's how many ads he's running to find the perfect ad, to find the wordage, to find the things I need to say to get people to stir and actually take motion. So you're 1,000,000% right. You don't need any sort of ad agency. You just need to keep throwing ads at the wall every single time you come up. This is why we shouldn't have an agency. If you had an ad agency, that nugget that Trey gave you today about using a case study on somebody who did use your guarantee to really showcase how amazing your guarantee is and why people want to buy from you right now because you're a great business owner, you wouldn't have taken that to the ad agency. You would have heard that nugget from Trey. You would have said, somebody else is doing my ads and it's all fine. That nugget would have gone away. You wouldn't have done anything with it. So I love everybody running their own ads. Just pick up your phone. You just pick up your phone, turn it on and say, hey, here at the lovely Christmas Ornament Boutique, we have an amazing guarantee. And look at Sherry. Sherry actually had her ornament break, and it wasn't because of shipping or anything. Her dog hit it with her tail, but we honor our word. So Sherry, you just pick up your phone and just make the guarantee and put it out there, launch it. If it works, great, we do more of it. If not, cool, kill it, do less. That is the game, Anastasia. And once we have an ad that is profitable, once we have an ad that is actually converting, then you're in a position like Doug. If you just saw me speaking with him earlier, Doug is running a giveaway funnel, and that giveaway ad is converting. He's getting the ads converting well, and his funnel's converting at 89%. He has the game now. That's it. We need the ad to work and send them to a funnel that converts. Once we have that, it's all just scaling opportunities, different ways to scale the offer.
Okay, I understood now. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. You got it. Great questions. Thank you for them. All right. Nice. Lee is next. Hey, Lee.
Hey, Dante.
How are you?
Hi, everyone. I am, let's see, how do I put this? My software is causing me problems. I'm not ready to scale it. But I'm also running out of money. I'm about to launch a completely different, well, I shouldn't say completely different. It's a trading system. So it's coaching and training without the software. The software will be a very nice upsell down the road. But I've got a system that's working extremely well. So I wanted to just kind of run the lead magnet by you, the landing page, and just, see what you think as far as strategy.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a look, Lee.
And I spent hours with your AI counterpart yesterday getting this page done.
Great. Love that.
All right.
Just in case you guys don't have my robot, let me get him and put him in the chat for you all right now. In the chat, I just put a link to Dante I. He would love to work for you as well. Nice. Nice.
All right.
I would probably, okay, so first things I'm seeing.
Yeah.
As you know, we have our above the fold. Here is the things that we see when the page first lands. And right now, I'm also seeing that in the above the fold, the paragraph as well as the image of the guy. I don't think that should be in our above the fold. What I think should happen is the image should get bigger and all of that text there should be bigger, and it should push all of this down.
Okay. I
Go
had
ahead.
trouble with that. I couldn't seem to get like I wanted this bigger. It's obviously too small. So I don't know. I'm not a designer for sure.
No
So
worries.
even as easy as ClickFunnels is to use, I was having a hard time getting understanding the how to manage the width.
That probably just comes down, Lee, to the size of the image that you uploaded itself. So I just put a link in the chat for you for a free business tools page we have. It's clickfunnels.com/business-tools. On that
Okay.
link, you'll see our top featured free tool. It's going to be right up at the top of the screen. Oh, look at you, rocking and rolling. Image resizer. Now you can take images and make the stock size of them larger. Your image, the stock size was probably just too small.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Just-
So there's no way to expand it beyond without actually using a resizer?
Correct. Probably not, because you're using a 2-column row here. So
Okay.
the image won't go outside of the row. And you probably experienced a thing where you try the image width slider lead to make it bigger, but it's just not getting any bigger. Is that correct?
I
Oh, nice. We're in there.
Sure.
Let's hit it. Click your image. First off,
ah.
yep.
Oh,
So
click.
we can do that. We can expand the size of the column. And then, yeah, like look at you. You have your image width. Click that again for me. Your image width, yeah, it's all the way slid to the right. So the image is as large as we can possibly make it. You just want to resize the image. And now, Lee,
Okay.
knowing what your design looks like, knowing your copy over here and how big it's going to be, bingo, just like that, you're going to want to resize the image just to be taller than it is as well. Because we're going to want to break up all the blank space. You can see right now you have this blank space underneath your image, and that's because your text is so much bigger and your button ends right there. So what we would really do is make an image that takes up all of that blank space there.
Okay.
Nice. Then it's fantastic. And again, we want to push all these words down. And we definitely want to push this image down. Because scroll me down a little bit. The image is showing a decrease. As a marketer, I typically want to show and invoke the emotions I'm trying to portray. I'd be showing increases. I would be showing skyrocketing profits. Now, this is not wrong for you to have in here. I'm perfectly fine with you launching this because I understand what you're doing. You're saying you're tired of being a loser. You're tired of failing. You're tired of letting your family down. So not bad at all, especially to start. We'll split test it and see if a different graph, a positive emotion, gets us more conversions. But I don't want to see it in the fold. That's my thing, Lee. When we land on the page, I don't want to see any graphs downwards. I really don't even want to see the paragraph, any other text. I just want them to read my headline. So scroll me up really quick on this page. I just want everything here and up. I just want them to read the headline, understand what I'm saying. The emotional people will go, so they'll just go do the thing right here, right away, once they read the simple headline. The rest of them will go scroll, and I want them to have to scroll to see the other text and those images. Does that all make sense?
Yes.
Bingo. Great. Let's keep looking now.
Okay. All right. So, yeah,
Look at you, proof
there.
given. Bingo.
Yeah, I'm the only one who's used it, so I have no testimonials yet.
Yup. Mm-hmm. This bullet looks like it bugged.
I can't, well, none of them are actually aligned. They're centered. I couldn't figure out how to get them aligned and centered. They would either align and go too far to the left or too far to the right.
Interesting.
Is there a way to center the, or I'm sorry, align and center the text?
Can you align left for me really quick? Scroll down just a bit. And then align everything left.
Why is that not, did that click? Oh, okay.
There we go. And now go back to center. Okay. Can I try something cool with you? Click off to the side.
Sure. You mean to close that?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And there was your row. Move your mouse down. Show me that row. There it is. Add a row. Hit the blue add. Add a 3-column row. Okay, great. Click on your funnel.
So we're going to duplicate this and put it in the middle?
Yes, we are. But what we're really going to do is first, we're going to go to each little column bar. It's going to be hard to see because your blue background is there, but there's a column bar just to your right in between.
Oh, there.
Yes, there. Slide that one all the way left. Go to the other one. Slide it all the way right. Lovely. Go into clone that element. You're correct. Clone your bullets. Drag it into that new middle column. Lovely. And it just does that. Okay, so interesting.
But if I left a line now, it may not look so weird. Well,
Okay, so now let's try this for me. Click on your funnel, go to your left column, look at you, you're a genius.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I misclicked there, but
That looks pretty
jumps.
darn close. I'm really looking at your headline up there. Do me a favor, just drag your bullet list. That'll work. And that looks nice.
Yeah.
That looks clean.
And
We
maybe,
could do some other really cool stuff too, Lee. Like we have a flex container inside of ClickFunnels, and you could add all of these to a flex container. And that's one of the main purposes of a flex container is to make everything aligned and justified equally and organized.
okay.
But flex containers, as powerful as they are, they're also really confusing. And I'm not even a master of them because I have a design guy. So this is my little workaround how I would have done it without a flex.
Okay. All right. This helped.
Cool.
All right, great. So I want to keep going here because the next thing we get to is this.
Show me how it works. Go back up top. Sorry, I'm looking at your button. Go back up.
Yeah.
All the way.
Oh, all the way.
I want to see your top button. Okay, your buttons should really match. Download the Daily Bread Strategy Overview, and then we go down to this button.
This one takes
want
you
a strategy.
up there.
Daily Bread isn't price prediction. It's easy to follow system built for traders who are tired of the pain and ready for peace and profits. Your buttons should all be the same, Lee. We have so buttons are all the same color. That's a great start, but we want them to all be the same words too. Just a clear, concise call to action. Show me how it works actually is not a clear, concise call to action here because you don't just want to show them how it works. You want to give them the system. So we would want that bottom button to be something along the lines of give me my system. Claim your proprietary system today, right? Like instead of just show me how it works. But what you can do is you can clone your buttons and just use them at different points throughout the funnel, just change the actions. Or you can just change the text on them, either one.
So are you saying that this one would still scroll up to the top one?
Correct. That's absolutely right. But the
so you're
words
just saying
on
the
it,
words.
correct.
Okay. All right. So give me my system.
No, whatever you said in the top button.
Oh, okay, exactly.
I want them
Gotcha.
all to be the same. I want all of them, unless you had something specific that you were saying, but I don't think we're going to encounter any of that. Yup.
Do I need to include the
Subheadline?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I won't waste time with doing that now. I'll clean that up. I wanted to ask you about this. This is like a bit of an origin story where this strategy came from.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's in the right place, if it looks right, but I thought it was worth including in here.
It does look nice, and I do like it in the right place at the very bottom.
Oh.
I think I would maybe just, if you were to add anything, maybe a picture of yourself
Okay.
at the bottom, just so they knew. Or I'd probably do it right at the top because mobile optimization always goes left to right.
Mhm.
So if you put the picture at the bottom, people wouldn't see it on mobile till the bottom. It would just look a lot cleaner. If you wanted to add a picture of yourself, you definitely could. You could also put at the top like a header that just in the top left says my story. So people know what they're reading, because we don't have that. Like as you go up, yeah, we just go from marketing into, I never imagined I'd stumble onto this. I don't know if it's a customer testimonial, a review. So either put my story or put an image of yourself, and either one of those will work just fine.
Okay. So you're saying in this space between the two blocks?
Correct. You can either, well, you can put it in the space, or you could put it right here inside the box as like just its own words, big bold text, 18-point font, my story.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Good call to action there. Different words, but much better. The button looks the same as it does in the top. I'm not confused. That's great.
Okay, so this one I could leave as is.
I would probably change the words to the exact words that you have at the top button.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Aside from that, fantastic. Let me see the thank you page really quickly.
Yeah. Let me get to the right tab. Oh, no, sorry. That's the sales page.
It's okay. Take me back to your ClickFunnels account. I can get you there in just a second. Nice. Just click it right there on the left-hand side. Nice. Okay.
Pretty stark.
Yeah. Great job, Lee. Beautiful.
Yeah, as
Beautiful.
is.
Absolutely.
Okay,
fantastic. We can add to it. We can build upon it, but beautiful for right now. Like the one thing I'm looking to see is a mock-up of your thing, but you don't really have a mock-up of your thing yet. You're showing the graph. You're showing the chart. You're doing that obviously because you haven't put your thing in like a CD package or a DVD package. You haven't done that kind of mock-up yet. So no worries. You don't have it. We don't have to have it here. When you get a mock-up in the future, put your mock-up here in right under the you're in.
Okay.
You're in, let's get your thing. And then it's just, again, customer, I was on the opt-in page. I saw this mock-up. I opted in for this system. I get taken to the thank you page where it says, congratulations, you're in. You have access to the system and a mock-up that I just saw on the opt-in page, just so I'm clear, concise, and I don't have any confusion.
Gotcha. Okay.
Beautiful aside from that, though. Perfect.
Thanks. One other question. Yeah. I just wanted to run this by you. The actual lead magnet. I mean, it's pretty obvious that AI was involved in creating it, with all the icons and everything. But it's, I think it's a four-page PDF that just kind of explains the basic strategy of how I do this without giving it away. Is that a fair lead magnet?
Kind of. A little bit, but no. I see everybody in the world do this, Lee. We're so scared to give people the juice. We're so scared to give people the things that they actually need to get the results that we're promising them. So, I mean, let's run the thought experiment. You're going to do this thing for an entire year. And for an entire year, you give people a lead magnet that gets them 90% down the road, but leaves them hanging on the last 10. Do you think those people are going to turn into buyers? Are you setting a good expectation? See, people all the time, gang, people all the time look at lead magnets as not important. They'll say, Dante, this is not a transactional funnel. This is not a really big deal. I'm not collecting any funds. Wrong. Lead funnels are the first transactional funnel your customer ever experiences with you, because there is a transaction at hand. That customer is giving you their personal information. Although it's not a transaction of monetary funds, that is a transaction. They're giving you info and they're giving you their time to do or read or access the things that you are giving them. There is 1,000,000% a transaction of the highest regard because it's their time. People can waste money. We can't waste time. And even if we're ignorant to this fact, people value time above anything else. So, no. To make a simple answer simple, We should give them what they need to get the results that we are promising them. Go show people how to trade. Lee, if you were to go study all the successful traders right now, and if you were to go study like the overnight millionaire successes that we see so proud to brag about themselves on social media, all of them did this. They went and showed people how to trade for free, how to make the best trades for free, how to understand the market for free, how to break down the different signals for free. They gave people massive, massive value that they probably had to sacrifice a lot to learn. They gave it away for free. They help people take a step forward in their trading journey. And now they understood value ladders. So when you help somebody take a step forward in their personal journey of life, you now introduce 3 to 5 more problems that they did not experience down here. Your business is not going to end here, Lee. You're just going to increase the problems that your customer is having. And with these increased problems come increased priced solutions. Go provide an amazing lead magnet. And this is how you get customers to literally throw credit cards at you.
Okay. There's a real leap of faith there, but I hear you.
And this is why Russell talks all the time about having more of a service-based business. You know, we don't have to do it this way. We don't have to do it this way, to be really, really clear, but we should. We should. It's more so laws of universe. It's more so reciprocity, Lee, and it's more so too being that safe harbor, that safe place. Like, how many people are getting scammed right now in your area? How many people are being told to invest their 401ks in incorrect places and are ruining their lives because they don't have somebody trusted that they can actually rely on? That's a service-based business, and it's leading with favor. It's leading with value and allowing the laws of reciprocity to come in there. You're never going to make every customer. Somebody who opts into your lead magnet, you're never going to sell 100% of the people that opt in to your thing. It's just not going to happen. So go serve the people that you serve and let them come to you. And the nightmare customers that you don't want to work with, let them go away.
Okay. So I have to hold something back, right? I mean, if I give everything I have to teach, then why would they?
Well, after they opt into this lead magnet, what's the next product that you're thinking about selling them?
Well, that's the software, but that's
That's not ready.
Yeah.
What is ready? Lee's ready. Could you open up a private mastermind of these people where you're only going to accept 20 traders, and every single morning, 10 minutes before the market opens, you guys are all going to hop on a Zoom and they can watch you trade for the first 2 hours and you'll answer questions and provide insights as to why you're doing the thing?
Yeah, that's kind of what I had in mind here.
Yeah. So let's start that and build your software. Take these funds, build your software, and then we can launch the whole thing. But once you acquire these leads, we can turn them into cash many different ways.
Okay.
But if you don't provide a great lead magnet, if you provide a lead magnet that makes people keeps them wanting, that doesn't give them what they need, are they going to trust you enough to want to join that mastermind and to even care about your picks and why you're doing what you're doing? Probably not. We would have created a bad taste in their mouth. They would now regard Lee as a guy who doesn't over-deliver. He under-delivers, and I don't want him in my trading.
Yeah.
Right.
I hear you.
Cool.
All right.
And when we talk about this, I'm not telling you to like give away your proprietary stuff. I'm not telling you if there's like anything like, granted, like Trey Llewellyn charges people 6 figures for things. So Trey Llewellyn definitely has knowledge that exceeds. He has super high level knowledge that he does not give that away for free. No. So I just want to be clear. I'm not telling you to give away if you have that high level. I'm not saying do that. What I'm trying to say, though, is to create a lead magnet that from A to Z gets people a result.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. I got it. Thanks.
You got it, Lee. Any other questions for me today?
No, that was it.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Great to see you again, man.
Yep. You too. By the way, are you in Atlanta?
I am.
Me too.
Oh, really? Where about?
Johns Creek.
Oh, Lee, I'm in Canton, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You mentioned Canton. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just over here in Canton. Shoot me a Facebook message. I'll get you in the studio sometime.
Okay, cool. I actually did. I reached out to you on Facebook about the offer lab.
Oh,
But
beautiful. I'll be getting to that
so
later today then.
okay, all right.
Awesome.
Thanks very much.
You got it, Lee. You got it. All right. Nice. Danielle's next. What's up, Danielle?
Sorry to keep you, but I have a quick question.
Oh, no apologies. Let's
Can
get
I
after it.
share? It's regarding a workflow and a quick action on my course.
Cool.
Okay. Also, guys, I'm up in Clayton, so if you get up to the mountains, let a girl know.
Are you? What? Oh, I gotta make a hub for all my Georgia people. I'm meeting so many more every day. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm in Rabun County, Lake Burton.
Oh my gosh, I love that lake too. Holy cow, some world-class spotted bass fishing.
I've been there too.
Mmm.
I'm living the good mountain life.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so I've got my course here, and I think I talked to you about this a few weeks ago, but trying to attach a quiz. I created the quiz. Actually, I'm sorry. This is my course. Well, it's my client's course, but I built it out. So this is the course. Now, when I see here, it's got this little quick action, which I kind of tried that. And then I was like, no, this is too confusing. So then I went to automation and I created a workflow, which disseminates them into the quiz. And then based on their results, they're going to get one of 3 emails. And that's where I'm stuck, is how to use this course. Use the quiz. I don't know why this is going so slow. Let me stop. How to use the automation. I forget what you guys call it. It's not a quiz, but how to use, if it's possible, to tally like their results, and then based on the number, shoot them either email 1, email 2, or email 3.
Yes.
So that's my question.
I believe we can tag them and put them.
We just want to take away the manual aspect, because the idea is she was doing it before, but she only sold like 7 or 8, and I'm obviously trying to remove that. So
right.
Okay, this didn't even.
Okay, so we're in the
First
workflow.
of all, I guess
go ahead, please.
Yeah, I tag them as a buyer.
Yep.
I enroll them into the course, which I'll probably have that question later, because I don't really even know where that hub is, like, for them to actually access, like that's a gap for me, like how that looks. Because like, I know my course that I bought from my coach that led me to ClickFunnels, like hers is branded, it's like the Empowered Collective. And I got an email from her that says, hey, I'm Angelica and welcome to the, blah, and you create your login. Anyways, so I'll have to get to that. But right now, I tagged them to enroll them in the course, whatever that means. And then I don't see that I've sent them the quiz.
Correct.
I think I don't know how to do that, because
correct.
I don't.
Let's go check out your quiz first, though. Scroll me down. Actually, scroll me down on that list. Let me just make sure nothing has been added here. Click any of the gray circles. Nice. Scroll down that list. Let's go to our purple
I didn't
actions.
see quiz.
So we have our custom attribute, but we don't need that. We really just need the quiz. And yeah, I think we're perfectly fine here. Let's go back to our quiz.
No, God, I did this on. I'm like brain dead. I think I did it Friday. Oh, survey. That's it. Survey workflow.
Yep.
Here it is.
Nice. There we go. Let's click on
Want me
it.
to open it up?
Please.
Okay. Oops. So basically,
Hmm.
this is it. Obviously, it's just, name, email, and then there's a bunch of questions with like 6 like they're all numbered, what, A, B, right? Like answer 1 is A, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, and go to the very bottom of this. Right, okay. And scroll me up.
I did enable
Uh-huh.
scoring.
Yes, you did. Absolutely. Uh-huh.
So then there's got to be a way to say, hey, this score gets that email. This score gets that one. There's 3 options.
Yes, I believe we can. Okay, and we should also, Danielle, be able to tag based on their answers. These are all the
Okay.
survey outcomes. So go to your settings in the top right, please. And that's just going to be our name. So interesting. Where is, I feel like we just need to split the track. Go to the bottom of your
That's
survey.
kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to have to split this track. Hit your plus, absolutely. And add a split. Or let's see. What's action? Okay, go to your left one. And click add action. Let me just see what these are. Right, okay. So, yes, we can split them down and then we can trigger, we can tag, we can do. Let me just see those purple actions, please. Okay, cool. That's all my workflow actions. Okay, we are going to have to split this, Danielle. You already have a lot of your questions made, but we're going to have to make our splits and our tracks here. So if they get a score of this much, they go into this track. If they get a score of this much, and then so on. So you'll put it right under your score step, and then you can send down those specific tracks of those people.
Yes.
So that would be adding a split like we just did here at the very top below your you can delete that split. Yes, beautiful. Uh-huh. Cool, we're right back to normal. So now, yes, below that second question, or I think it's your first question actually.
No, these are the end. We're at the bottom. Their questions are done.
Well, if we do the split at the bottom, then people would answer all the questions until they got split.
That's correct.
Well,
I need them to score, because if you forget these last 2, those are, I don't even know why they're there. It's basically like, if they answer A, they get 0. If they answer B, they get 1. So it's once they've answered all the questions based on their score, then they will get split.
I believe we can do all of this. Let me try one more thing. Go to the very bottom, try and make a split. Excuse me, a split, please.
I need 3 splits.
And click that gray plus on the left. Is there a score?
No, that's what I can't find.
Oh, you were already looking. Okay, I'm sorry. I have not made a survey in so long, Danielle.
It's okay. I have never made one.
So we can absolutely do it. What I'm seeing in my mind right now is the split way up higher on your survey. I'm seeing the split be.
You mean like once they hit a certain number, split them?
Yes, exact. That's what I'm seeing, Danielle. Once they hit that number, split them on that track based on that number, even if the same questions are on each track after that.
That sounds so confusing, because what if I'm making these numbers up? But what if it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and I split it up at 5, but then they don't start answering 5s until the end, and then it puts them over the edge? Like, I'm fine with waiting till the bottom. That's not the problem. The problem is, how do I say to this system, based on this score, go to this? So that's what we don't know how to do, is how to actually tabulate. If you don't have the answer, that's cool. I could probably just message customer support.
I'm going to have you get to support.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, I'll do it. I've got a coaching client that I'm past due on, so I'm going to say thank you.
I'm sorry, Danielle.
No, it's he's cool. I've been messaging him. So
no, next time you tell me that, I'll get you out of here so much faster.
No. I was waiting in line, but I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle.
Okay, bye.
All right. And let's round it out beautiful with Tammy. How are we, Tammy?
Doing good. I'm just trying to soak it all in. I feel like I'm getting thrown into the middle of this thing. I'm a day tour, and
Beautiful. And this is our first time speaking, right?
yeah, well, I was on earlier today and I was on yesterday, but it was all e-commerce stuff. So my understanding is this is the expert track.
Not quite. Ooh, great question, Tammy. In the
Where do
One
I
Funnel Away
go?
challenge, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I keep getting into the wrong Zooms, and I've been spending hours today on the wrong Zooms.
You're actually not. I'm
Okay.
sorry for the waste of time, but you're actually not in the wrong Zooms. In the One Funnel Away challenge, we have 2 tracks, expert and ecom. So Tuesday is when Trey comes up for the ecom track. Session today from 12 to 1, that's our ecom specific session. But Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, all these sessions, these are for anybody, whether you're ecom or expert. So
Okay.
how the schedule works, Tuesday from 12 to 1, that's ecom. Trey Llewellyn comes up and teaches all things ecom. Friday from 12 to 1, Russell comes up and teaches all things expert. It's a multi-track challenge. You have both e-commerce and experts in the same challenge. Does that provide clarity?
I think so. So basically, I should really hone in on the Friday at 11 Central, 12 Eastern,
Correct.
and that'll be with Russell. And then the other days, unless I want to do ecom, this would be the one to do.
You can do any day. You are in the, I believe you're in the 11 a.m. cohort. You are. So Tammy, every day, Monday to Friday, from 11 to 12, you're going to have a live session with me. And when
Yeah.
it's just me, that's general coaching. You can ask me any question about anything on any track. It's only when the track champions are here, Russell and Trey. For instance, I don't allow Trey to be asked expert questions. He's not an expert. He's an ecom guy. So it's only ecom on Tuesday from 12 to 1. It's only expert on Friday from 12 to 1. Aside from that, it's open coaching. Ask me anything.
Okay. Very good. So I guess I'm just trying to figure out where to start. Where do I start my funnel? This is kind of a open forum for people who have been here for a long time, done many funnels, already tried it. I'm brand new. I don't have a funnel. I don't know where to start. We went on yesterday and tried to link my websites and create a website. None of them connect. Still, it was wait an hour. It might be propagating, and none of them connect. So now what?
By websites, you mean domains?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
go ahead and share your, well, before you share, let me show you what I want you to do, how to
Okay.
get started.
Yeah.
You're seeing this now, correct?
Yes, I see your
Okay.
screen.
And you see my mouse going like a madman?
Mhm.
Okay, beautiful. So for you, the big thing is to just go through the training. If you hop over here to the training courses, sorry, I did that kind of quick. In your ClickFunnels account, go to your Learn and Connect tab, then Training Courses. That'll bring you here. You're going to see multiple One Funnel Away challenges. You're going to stick to the one that's 2025. Go ahead and click Start, and that'll bring you into the training. Sorry, go ahead, Tammy.
Oh, that's the only one that shows up in my training. And I've done a number of the missions already. And
Oh, great.
and then I'm trying to click on the expert to get started. I don't need motivation. Or belief. I just need to get going to start going. I've done this. This is my 3rd time going through this, so I've seen most of these already.
Oh, amazing. And just to be clear, Tammy, you want to make a perfect webinar, correct?
I don't know. That is, I think so, but now what I want to do is book appointments or discovery calls with clients, but it's very challenging in the health and wellness space or medical specifically. We've done Facebook ads and Google ads. I hired a company to do Google ads, and they all got taken down because there's so many rules and regulations around medical. And so those are the questions that I have. So I don't know what I should do, because when whatever the companies that I've hired to do in the past, everything ads got taken down. They were not allowed by Google because if an ad was run, Google would somehow use its smartness to look at my website, and the website had the word ketamine on it, or it had the word naltrexone on it, and Google doesn't like those words, and so then they would take our ads down. So I'm wondering what strategy I should use.
They would take your ads down because of what was on your homepage you were directing traffic to?
No, not even my homepage. It was like informational pages on my website. At least that's what the marketing company that I hired said.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Tammy, because I don't know about that. I can go find 100 different companies. What do you have, a cryo spa?
No, I have a concierge medicine clinic. We specialize in hormone replacement therapy, regenerative medicine, weight loss. So
Very
healthcare,
cool.
Healthcare 3.0 kind
Yeah,
of.
man, I could use a whole bunch of that in my life. Tell you what.
Yeah. A lot of people could, and I need to figure out a way to create a streamlined process that that drives leads to our page and convert.
Okay, and then converts them into what, Tammy?
Well, one, I don't know that I want to do a perfect webinar. I was just listening to like the lead magnet page and thinking that, okay, if we did a lead magnet and then a quiz, so people would be reminded of how much pain they're in, how much weight they want to lose, their hormone symptoms, their anxiety, depression, all the things that hormone, misregulation is causing them. And then book a discovery call to get them in to get labs drawn. But
okay, so that's your objective. You want to get blood work. And then the blood work is going to give you the information you need to do what? Sell them a package where you're going to consult with them for a year?
I don't know. So right now, currently we're a membership model. It's $199 a month, unlimited healthcare, labs are included. There's a $499 initial enrollment fee that covers labs and consultations. And then based off of that lab work and the consult, a client will decide to move forward with us, which 99% of the time they do. They already know they want the help. So they get the labs, they get the consult, and then they move forward with care, at which point they're locked in at $199 a month.
$199 a month times 12 months is $2,388 a year.
Yeah.
You should have a webinar that sells people a yearly package with you for $1,997.
Right. And the value is, so a webinar, how long would you make this webinar then? Because I don't know too many people that want to hang in there for an hour and a half. An hour.
Really? The people that you work with wouldn't listen to the stories of how you help people get over transformation, and they wouldn't listen to an hour about their health and medical stuff?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, I appreciate your honesty, Tammy. So to be clear, you're saying I don't know. You've never tried it before. You've never done that.
Well, I don't. The type of people that we attract don't have enough time to sit around and listen to an hour and a half webinar.
Okay, fair. Can you tell me a little bit about them?
They are type A business owners, hair on fire, parents. They need to get the information, make a decision, and move on or move out. Those are our typical people. And
I've just heard that so many times. Like Russell Brunson, he deals with business owners and entrepreneurs, total A-type people, total hair on fire, families with kids, and he gets them to sit through an hour and a half presentation. They don't even just do it. They come willingly. They ask him when the next one is. Tammy, I would like to have a little bit more of a conversation with you. I have a really important meeting with the right people today at 3:30 that I have to get to. I would like to have more of a conversation. You are on the right track. An 8-question survey is pretty much industry standards when it comes to this. Like, have a lead funnel or have lead generation that leads them to a survey, a quiz, or a questionnaire that reminds them and brings up all the pain that they're currently in. And after they fill that out, sends them to a page where you provide the solution, the way out of the pain. You're not even close to far off. That's exactly what all of your competition does. But there's a lot of different ways that we can do things. And I would just like to dive a little bit more into your customer, your offer, and what you want to do, so I can get you set on the right track on exactly what you should be doing, how you should be doing it, and why. Does that all sound fair?
Absolutely. Yep.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. Really, really fun conversation. Let's pick it up tomorrow. You're in the 11 a.m. cohort. So use the same Zoom link that you used today. Just use that same. It's actually going to be that same link for every session, Tammy. I set them up in a really cool way. So once you have that link, you can use it anytime throughout the next 30 days. It's always going to open up all the sessions for you. Let's get back together tomorrow at 11 a.m. And I'm excited to pick this back up.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Sounds great. I do have 2 seconds, though. Do you have any other burning questions before I let you go?
Me or anyone?
You.
Oh, yeah. What can I get started on now to start playing around with creating an 8-question survey? Like, where should I go for that?
Oh, great question. In your ClickFunnels account, you have apps. Let me share. I can show.
Okay.
Go. When you go over to your account, you're going to see here you have a ton of different apps. You're not going to see any apps here aside from other apps that you've already added. If you click add apps, you can go to our entire app store. We have a ton of really cool apps in here for you. And the one specifically you will be looking for is survey workflows. Here is how you can make surveys, your questionnaires, or your quizzes. You can go ahead and start with those right away. Just click on it. It'll add the app, and then you can go into it just like so and go create surveys.
Okay. And then you're saying you really think I should do a perfect webinar? And
I think so, because like we haven't even dove into your offer yet. You shared with me you're a subscription model, so they're going to get labs with they're also going to get medical care and all sorts of other stuff. You have an offer that you've crafted, and there is no better way to sell an offer from $997 or $5,000, anywhere in between. There is no better way to sell those high-ticket offers than the perfect webinar. It's the exact framework Russell teaches on. It's the exact framework he uses to sell. It's everything. I think you're a perfect candidate for perfect webinar. Once we talk a little bit more about your offer, I think I'll be able to connect all the dots. But either way, I'd like to really find that out tomorrow, because if it's not the right setup, I'll put you in the right direction so you have the right funnels.
okay. Thank you.
Awesome. You got it, Tammy. So good to have you here.
Thanks.
Absolutely. All right, gang. Look at us go. Look at us go. I love my job. One day, I'm going to get tired of saying that, but today is not that day. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. That was an absolute blast today. Currently, it is 3:29 Eastern Standard Time, just in case you're trying to get your clock set up for where you might live at in the world. But great questions, gang. Thank you for your honesty as you bring them to us. It's what helps us do our job so we can help you at the highest level. And I just appreciate all of your hearts as we do the thing together every single day. This is really, really fun. I'm going to let you guys go for now. I will see you again, though, tomorrow starting at 11 a.m.